select Schnucks stores in the St. Louis metro area will be able to provide customers with real-time updates on the arrival of fresh, seasonal, local produce in their stores. According to Progressive Grocers, Schnucks has partnered with foodshed.io, and under the program, customers will receive alerts via the Schnucks Rewards app when a fresh, locally grown produce item arrives at their selected Schnucks store. The notifications will also include details about the source of the harvest and, whenever possible, the harvest time. Chris, we just got back from Schnucks. We didn't even know about this one before we went in to go shoot that video. But what are your thoughts here on our friends down in St. Louis?
Oh, man. I mean, just graduate class. Those are the first words that come to mind. I mean, Schnucks is running a graduate class on omni-channel grocery retailing. I mean, you want the roadmap of how to be a great omni-channel grocer, America, everyone listening, just look at what Schnucks is doing and adapt it to your business. I mean, and the other point I make too, and as a merchant, I love this idea.
Yeah.
Local produce, because local produce, particularly in the summer, it's a traffic driver, right? It gets people into your store. So, and then through mobile, you have the ability to understand who is clicking on what and is interested in what produce that's coming into the store when. So that means you should be able to react in season with much more flexibility to reduce your waste and spoilage when everything's said and done, which is a big driver of profit for how a grocer operates. So it's just a great move all around. And like I said, just absolute graduate class. These guys are masters at how to do grocery differently, in my opinion.
Yeah, the first thing I thought of was like, if I could get a text notification that Sumo Orange season has begun right in January and February,
you'd be the first one there.
You're just there at the grocery store all the time looking for their little sumo guy that they have sitting on top of the Sumo oranges. And finally, it's that season is here and I got to race. And like, I'm at the grocery store every day for those. But if I had this on my app, oh boy, that would be amazing. And just, I mean, I think again, gets back to what we saw was the case at Schnucks. Like, it's not this one technology, but truly the sum of all the parts that make up the Schnucks app, both from the customer's perspective and from the employee app, as you say, like being able to do all of the things from, pre-order meat in the deli through this app, all the way down to like using your upside rewards dollars right in the app, applying it right back to your grocery purchase. Like, I think having access to this real-time information, and especially for those who really are looking into, where their food is grown, how to support local agriculture around their store, I think this is really where we see the success that Schnucks has had and the happiness that their customers feel as a result. Plus, I think down the line, now that you have this real-time inventory information, like you said, your merchant hat, like putting your merchant hat on, this is really this is a great feature. I think you can start to look at food waste down the line and how you're able to do what companies like Flash Food are doing in a lot of stores, how you're able to give that access to your consumers. Raspberries, they're about to expire. Like, how do you make sure that you can get to the store? You're notifying consumers like, hey, there's a great deal on fresh produce for you when that might not have been an option or part of your consideration set under a strict budget. So I love all of the possibilities of this.
Yeah. And it essentially puts Schnucks in the position to just do Flash Food on their own too, which is great.
Exactly.
Which is an awesome idea, but which Flash Food we talked about on the show before. But yeah, I mean, Ann, had you told me when we started Omni Talk back in 2017 that we'd be talking about Schnucks as much as we are? I mean, I know. I always thought you were crazy, but I say that in the utmost of admiration for what they've got going on too, because there's a reason these stories are permeating our headlines every week.